we're going to look at how to make clipping masks. So first off, I'm going to choose a background color for my poster. So I've just grabbed a rectangle and I'm going to grab a color. My favorite color is orange. So because this is a poster about me, I'm going to use my favorite color. So there's my favorite color, orange. I'm now going to have, much like Sebastian had, is I'm going to make an inner border rectangle. And it's going to have a stroke on it. And that stroke is going to be, actually, I'm going to make the stroke white. I'm going to make the stroke pretty big. And make the fill nothing right now. And I'm going to be like Sebastian and make mine rounded. Okay, there we go. So I am going to use this border to crop out other elements that I'm going to bring into the page. So I'm going to make a copy and paste of this border, but I'm going to do it in a way which I can copy and paste it right on top of each other. So I'm going to do it again. Before I even do this, I want to make sure that everything is centered before I even get there. So I grab both my outer rectangle and my inner rectangle, and I'm going to go up here to my alignment, and I'm going to do horizontal and vertical alignment so that these two are aligned to each other, and then I'm going to lay them back on my artboard. So now that I know everything is symmetrically aligned, okay, I have that. So I'm going to grab that inner white rounded rectangle, and I'm going to do Command C, and then I'm going to do Command F or Control if you're on a PC. F. That means it's going to go right in front. So the one that's right in front is going to be my clipping mask. And so I'm just for kicks, I'm going to click on this and I'm going to make it a different color. I'm going to make it blue so that I know that's my clipping mask. Now I'm going to bring OB in. This is my OB. And I'm going to bring Object, Arrange, Bring to Front. I'm going to bring OB in. I'm going to grab the blue. I'm going to go Object, Arrange, Bring to Front. Okay, so now that's in front. And I'm going to get OB in there just how I want him. Really framed in there perfectly. And I'm going to select my photo and my frame. I have two things selected. And I'm going to go up to Object, Clipping Mask, and Make. Now you'll see the white border is there, but now OB is on top of the white border. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Object, and grab OB, I go to Object and Lock Selection. And then I'm going to grab the white frame and go Object, Arrange, Bring to Front. There's that full frame in front. Sebastian, does that answer your question?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Also one more thing, sorry. I realized like 30 minutes in the class I didn't enter the quickly attendance.
Okay.
So
I'll
yeah,
set
my
you.
bad.
I'll,
Also
I'll,
apparently
I'll sign you
I
in.
also I also missed Tuesday as well. But I was here Tuesday, I was participating. So sorry. Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So that's a clipping mask. And it's something that's a super easy tool to make when we want to clip an object or a shape or have a photo into a shape. Another thing we might want to do is take out the background of an object. So I'm going to unlock OB here. I'm going to bring him back over here. He's still locked into the shape. Notice how he has the rounded edges. And so when you have a photo in a clipping mask like I do, there's two different ways. See, when I roll over it, it shows me the full size of OB's picture. And then when I click on the shape, so I can do things like change the, oopsie, that's not what I meant. I use the direct select tool and I can change the shape of my clipping mask and it'll change it while the photo's in there. Like I'm changing the shape and it's changing the clipping mask. Look at that. So we can do that kind of stuff right on the fly, which is pretty cool. But let's say I'm like, you know, I don't want to put them in this shape. I want to do something else. I can select everything and go object, clipping mask, release. And he's out. The shape is still there. I haven't lost my shape. So he's there. The shape is still here. It's invisible because I don't have, it's just a mask. There's no color on it. So if I want to see it, I need to literally like put some ink on the stroke and the shape so that I can have my shape there. So here's Obi, still back to the same photo. I know Melissa had a see Illustrator. I'm going to see if the latest Illustrator updates, I can't remember if they added the take out the background in here or if that, I think there is. I think if we use Magic Wand, I think there is a new way to take out the background. Reset. I'm gonna have to look. I gotta look because there's some new updates. This used to be only something you could do in Photoshop, but I think I read that you can now take out the background of photos in Illustrator, which is really a Photoshop thing, but I'm hearing that might be able to be done in Illustrator now. So I'm gonna have to look and see. What I've always done, and this is what you too can do, is I've always taken either the pen tool, usually the pen tool is what I've used, but you could also, I think the pencil tool might do pretty well. But you can take and trace your guy. Here's Obi, I'm just taking, and this is a real rough trace. And I'm tracing him. I'm gonna do it real down and dirty. Let's see here. I'm trying to do it really crazy rough. Okay, so there's Obi. And I can then take that shape I just drew and the photo and go object, clipping mask, make. Now, this is not by any means a great cutout of Obi at all, but it is something for a real simple shape, you know, that can be done. But to really remove the background nicely, it would be more of a Photoshop feature. But like I said, I did hear that that Illustrator's updates might have that ability. So I'm going to have to do a little digging on Adobe sites and see. Let's see. Oh, here it is, mask image. Here we go. Here it is. It's actually showing up. There's these little, this is new. These little menus down here at the bottom are new. So let's try it. Mask image. All right. Image trace. We've already done image trace before. I don't really want to image trace it. Let's see, edit in Photoshop. So I click on this. Is it going to open Photoshop? Oh, it is. It's going to open Photoshop. I'm just curious if how it works with the link here. Okay, so it's opening Photoshop. Okay, remove background. Boom, there it is. Okay, so we can link it right through. This is the new. This is all brand new, you guys. So then I can say subtract from mask. And it's drawn a little mask there for me. Let's just see. Reset layer mask, invert mask, more properties. Huh. I wonder if I just save this as a clipping mask and bring it back into Illustrator. So there's my layer mask, mask options. I know that you can adjust the masks in here. Kind. Wonder if we just make it a smart object. All right, let's try this. Save as. Obi Decker. Let's make it, let's leave it a Photoshop file. And I'm going to call it mask. Save. Okay. And we come back into Illustrator here. And then let's go File, Place. Boom, there he is. Object, arrange, bring to front. I got to put him on the right layer. Where am I? There we go. Okay. That's not bad. What do you guys think? So this is what I must have been reading about. The fact that it's going to just hook you right into, okay, where do I have this? Where is it going? Clipped Obi. Okay, hold on. I just want to select Flip Obi. I'm going to move. Oh my gosh. I'm going to move that one out. Oh, undo. Why are they attached to each other? Okay, this one has to, nope. I don't know how to move them out of here. Oh my gosh. There we go. I just go to this guy. There we go. All right, so there's Obi. I can put him now in there. And I mean, it's not bad. You could go in and finesse it more, but what do you think, Melissa? Does that make sense?
I think I'm gonna have to go through a couple times of practicing it. But
Okay.
yeah,
So what it
honestly,
is doing is it's opening up Photoshop. So just so you know, you're going to be going through both programs.
this is like a really good job because I thought I tried using Clipping Mask last semester and I was like, this is a little too hard, and I didn't even try it. But seeing what you can do
Oh,
using both Adobe products is honestly
yeah,
better than I thought like either of them could ever do.
Sorry,
right. So I
I
mean,
was kind of like working on my own thing, but I missed this really quickly. Can you copy and paste from Photoshop to Illustrator, or do you have to like save it as a certain type of file and then do something?
okay, so let's just do it one more time. No biggie. Let's do it one more time. I'm going to get rid of both of these. We'll do it again. Let's just do it again from the beginning. Okay, so we're going to go File, Place. I'm in Illustrator, just to tell you where we're at. Here's Obi, the original. And he's hard because he's furry, right? A fluffy dog is not easy to cut out of the background. And look how busy my background is. Like it has a pattern, it has another furry thing, it has crap everywhere. So this is a really hard picture to cut out of a background. Super hard. Back in the day, this would have taken hours. Okay, so I click on the picture and automatically coming up here in the menu bar, you'll see there's the picture obi.decker.jpg. Tells me it's an RGB file. It tells me I can embed it. I can edit it in Photoshop. I can image trace it. I can make a mask. I can crop the image, blah, 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 and I can change the opacity. We're going to click edit in Photoshop. And it immediately opened Photoshop and brings me into Photoshop. So now I'm in Photoshop, not to confuse you guys. This is Photoshop. Right underneath it, though, I don't have to know Photoshop at all because it's giving me this menu choices. It says select subject or remove background. I'm going to remove background because my subject's pretty obvious. He's right in the center of the frame. So I'm going to remove background and boom, one button. Crazy, right? Very crazy. So there it is. And so now it's over here in the layers palette. So the layers palette is right here. And it's showing me my mask that it's made. It's a layered mask thumbnail. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just save it. I'm going to go File, Save As, and I'm going to label it Mask. I'm going to just add the word mask. I'm going to call this mask 2 since I already did one mask. And I'm going to leave it a PSD, leave it a Photoshop out, don't change it. And I'm going to just save it to my desktop. I'm going to say save, say okay. I'm going to come back and I'm in Photoshop. It tells me up here in the corner. So I'm going to go under the apple. Let's see. That tells me I'm in Photoshop. So if you want to ever wonder where you are, now I clicked on the other menu bar and I'm in Illustrator. If you're ever wondering what program I'm in, it's always up here in the upper left-hand corner. Okay, so here I am. I'm back. And I'm going to create this time what I did last time, which was a mistake, is I used the same layer. I'm going to create a new layer. And I'm going to call this my clipping path layer. So I know where things are. And I'm going to be in this new layer. I'm going to deselect Obi. I'm going to come in the new layer and I'm going to go File, Place, and I'm going to grab my new mask. I'm going to say Place. And just like I did with the original Obi, I'm just going to scale them. Oh, wait a minute. I made them way big. What did I do? Hold on. That was crazy. Place. I'm just going to place him right there. Boom. There he is. So there's my new Obi. Not bad. I can still rescale him, right? I can still rescale him. I can put him in here. And when I look at the two side by side, I can think, wow, they did a pretty good job. Pretty good. Taking all that background, that crazy background he's sitting on off. So there you go. That's how you want to take your background out and keep your main image pretty quickly without a lot of fuss. Okay. Any questions on that? Did that make sense?